Well, we had a horse on the stage.
Okay.
That was cool.
Did you get to work with the horse?
Got to work with a horse from my 5th season of Baby Daddy.
What's up, you guys? You are back at Clevver News. I'm Ryland Adams, and today we are on the Baby Daddy set, and we're talking to the whole cast about the upcoming season 5, and we're getting all kinds of good details. Check it out. Is there anything that you think is going to surprise us this season that maybe we haven't gotten into in any previous season?
I think it's going to be surprising to see Ben fall for another girl,
Okay.
and really get involved into another relationship. I don't think the fans have seen Ben really experience a relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? The ups and downs.
we're
of
gonna
one.
get that this
We're
time?
gonna get that this season for sure. And so I think people are ready to see that. And then also, I mean, I think the fans are gonna love the Danny and Riley relationship.
Okay.
I mean, they've been asking for it and begging for it for
Right.
5 seasons. We finally gave it to them.
Finally
So
get it.
they got something now. They got something to be proud of. So, it's a fun season. Lots of surprises, and we're all getting older and more mature, and the show's just is aging appropriately.
Season 5 is gonna be, every season gets bigger on the show. It gets funnier, everything gets bigger. We dive more into each character and why they're the way they are. And I think it's great to see Tucker's backstory, and we get to see more of that again. And we get to see more of him at work in season 5. Mary Hart comes back. And that episode is just, it's just,
What's
there's
going
no
down?
Words. It may or may not involve JL and I in long wigs. I'm just saying, it's the funny. I have the pictures I have on my phone.
They're like waiting
from
to
this.
be
I
on social
cannot
media.
Wait to tweet. There's one picture in particular from last week's episode that I cannot wait to Instagram when the episode comes on, because it's amazing.
It's just-
I think we've all grown on the show, so to speak. If you look back at episode 1, like, we all look older now. Like, it's kind of interesting, because I thought I already grew up on TV, but apparently I'm still doing it, which is cool. But I think just the characters continue to grow, and we get to learn more about them. And even though there's so much craziness going on, like, with the characters, and we're goofy and all that, at its core, it's a family show, and the characters are family on and off the set. So, and you can see that when you watch it, and I think that's what makes the show so special.
Baby Daddy, season 5.
Yes.
Season 4 ended pretty crazy. Are we gonna pick up? Where are we gonna pick up?
We pick up right where we left off, and where my day,
Your
Bonnie's day was interrupted, and we pick up. So I technically did not get to marry Brad, which it was very disappointing, because I don't know if you've seen him, because you're welcome, America. He's beautiful. So we ended up there, and we ended in a very dramatic Danny Riley moment. Like, so we pick up right where we left off, and then we jump immediately to a month later. So
Okay.
it's a pretty cool opener.
First off, we got to talk about season 4. It ended with you kind of ruined a wedding. First of all,
Definitely ruined my mother's wedding in order to tell my dream girl that I was in love with her.
do you think that it's well deserved? Do you think your character deserves the girl?
You know what? Honestly, I think it came together very well for my character. He's been through 4 seasons now of turmoil and longing for this woman, and it all kind of came to a head in that moment, and I think it was well deserved for him to put his feelings out. Well, we had a horse on the stage.
Okay.
That was cool.
Did you get to work with the horse?
Got to work with a horse from my 5th season of Baby Daddy. That
mean,
was the highlight so far.
There's not much writing you can do in here. It's a pretty small space.
You'd think that, but there's a lot of riding going on for that big scene with the horse. So I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Things are getting crazy in
Yeah,
season
we got
5.
we got animals. We got possible new relationships.
What can we expect from season 5? Like, I want all the spoilers.
I'm having so much fun this year. We just know what we're doing. We know who the
Right.
characters are. So I think it's fun to go along on the ride now, because there are so many backstories that I think the audience is aware of. So little jokes go a long way. And like I said, it's fun that Danny and Riley are now exploring this new territory, and I'm living across the hall now. So it's, for me, I'm loving it as like an 80s 90s baby. It's very Friends-esque for me. So I'm like,
Pop in whenever it's convenient.
nobody ever
to you.
knocks here. Just, hey guys, good morning.
What's up?
Yeah.
There's so many great guest stars that have been on the show. Is there?
God.
Is
Yeah.
there someone though in particular that hasn't been on? Like, who would be your dream guest star to be on the show?
Oh my gosh. Carol Burnett would be a dream come true. John Hamm, is that dreaming too big? All of them are dreaming big. Carol Burnett, John Hamm, George Clooney. He wants to do it,
Let's
right?
get George Clooney right over here on the Baby Daddy set.
But I like funny people too, like Catherine O'Hara would be great. Wendy Malick. I like funny ladies. And we have Jennifer King. Jennifer King is here, who's a great funny lady who I'm super excited about.
Who is your ideal, like if you could choose anyone to come onto the show, who would you like to work with?
I would love to work with Goldie Hawn.
Okay, I
just idolize her. Goldie Hawn, Deborah Messing, Michael Lembeck, our director.
You want him to guest star?
Legendary. Well, he has guest starred. He was actually, if you go back and watch the one where Danny's on the soap opera General Hospital, he's the director in that episode. But he's done so many amazing comedies throughout the years, including Friends. So I would love to have Jennifer Aniston too. That would be pretty awesome.
Call Jennifer, just be
Yeah,
like, "What's
hey,
up,
Jen."
girl?" Who would you like to see guest star on the show if you could pick anybody in Hollywood?
Who would I like to see if I could pick anyone? Wow, that's a good one. Probably The Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be my number one choice.
You're pretty tall. How tall are you?
I'm like 6'6" on a bad day.
Okay. And how tall is The Rock? Do you know? He's pretty
6'3".
Okay.
Yeah,
so
6'3".
what do you think your interaction would be like? Just like broing out?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what character he could play. He could play like Emma's new daycare, like the daycare teacher or something.
That would
Just
actually
surrounded
be
by
the
little
best.
babies. I don't know, man. The Rock, if you're watching this, we would love to have you on the show.
Just pitch that to the writers too. Who would be your ideal guest star if you could choose somebody to come onto the show?
Oh, that's such a good question. You know what? I'd say probably Jim Carrey, just because I love Jim Carrey.
Right.
I don't know how he'd fit into this show, but I just want to work with him. So I mean, whatever.
I think we can make it happen.
I mean, yeah.
Don't you dare leave me. Click to the left to see the cast of Baby Daddy play a dating game, or click over to the right to watch the cast come up with their own wedding vows.